2 weeks ago at the All-Staff, Greg and Steve and Nancy gave us an update on a group called Auxfinal. They'll be spending 1 day per month with us over this next year, helping us with issues around clarity. We've asked Jim Mays to be our point person, communicating with you guys after each of those visits, kind of informing you on what we talked about and what some of those next steps are. So here's Jim with his first installment as to what happened today. Thanks.
Oh, I didn't see you there. That's embarrassing. I was just picking my nose a minute ago. Not a great way to start a video, but I guess I'll keep rolling now. Anyway, so here's the deal. I'm an idiot. And for those of you that were at the All-Staff 2 weeks ago, you remember that Steve Andrews and Greg Gibbs shared with us kind of an overview of this group Auxfinal, this consulting group that we've retained to hang out with us here for a year, and kind of what that might look like and why we're doing it. And so we promised to give you updates, and that's what we're going to do. We plan to do this after each interaction we have with them. And so that's what this is. So yesterday was the first step. We had a meeting with a guy named Mike Gamble. About 4 or 5 hours we spent with Mike, and this was really more of a team building exercise, just kind of learning more and discovering more about the personalities of the people, at least in this original group, and how those personalities and even, I guess, natural skills and abilities inform how Kensington functions, the things that we're maybe really good at naturally, and maybe some areas that we need to take a look at. And so, particularly for clarity. So that's really what this process is about. And so it was a great day. Had a lot of fun, learned a ton, and got to know some of the Auxfinal folk a little bit. So at the end of this time, Mike shares a snapshot, 2.5 minutes approximately, of what to expect in the coming months. 5 phases that he basically says that we're going to walk through as a staff. And so I'm going to let you look at that right after I get done babbling on here. And just take a look at it. I think it's really going to help you understand, like it did us, what to expect over the coming months. Additionally, on Monday, Kyle and I are going to be on the phone with Will Mancini. And just to remind you, Will is kind of our lead consultant from this Auxfinal group. And on Monday, we're going to talk to him and really try to establish a rhythm for involving the rest of you in some of these things over the next at least through June. And so we're going to establish a calendar, and then we'll make sure that we get invites out to you so that you know when that might be coming. And so that'll be great. And as always, if you have any questions, you can email me. If you have any thoughts or you want to talk more in depth, we can try to find some time to sit down and chat. And that is all I know for right now. Thanks for watching, and peace.
Right. So as Will comes in and leads your vision clarity process, you can expect 5 big movements over the months that you work with him. The first major thing is to rethink your obstacles. What obstacles are we facing? And why are we facing them? So this is just rethink. The second is uncover who we are. What is our unique ministry DNA? How are we unique among 10,000 churches? We'll ask the question, what do we do best? What do you do better than 10,000 churches? It's not a statement of competition. It is a statement of humble precision of exactly what we do. So we want to get that so precise that you could have 10,000 churches around us and they would be different than who we are. This is what we do. That is blueprint language for your ministry. We'll talk about the kingdom concept. That's phase 2, uncover. Uncover your kingdom concept. Phase 3 is talk up. We're talking up our vision. So that kingdom concept is technical architecture, blueprint language, engineer language. You're not going to go share with the church this architecture blueprint of your ministry. You're going to use that as the foundation to come up with the vision frame, which is your mission. Why are we doing what we're doing? Sorry, I misspoke. What are we ultimately supposed to be doing? Values. Why are we doing what we're doing? What are our shared core convictions? Strategy is how are we making disciples? Measures are what disciples look like. What are the marks, the portrait of a disciple? Once we finish the vision frame, we then look ahead through the vision frame to where God is taking us. We call that vision proper. That's the 4th section, where we say, when we look at the time horizons of 20 years out, the infinite horizon, we look at 10 years out, we look at 5 years out, we look at 1 year out. We focus in on those time horizons that are most relevant to us. For most churches, that's 3 to 5 years. For Kensington, and because of the scope of your influence, it might be longer. We last thing we do is we live it out. We talk about vision integration. So that's where we have a thing called the integration model. We walk through all the 5 main areas that you need to develop and evaluate. Integrate the vision work that we've done, work that into the life of the church. Communication, leadership development, culture, environments, processes. So those are the 5 big movements, and Will walk you through those in the first session, probably about 2/3 of the day.